We started the basic painting of the structures this week, and we cut and started adding supports. I decided to go the direction of the group, and I used Vallejo concrete model air paint over the whole base. Following the directions, sort of, I started cutting the porch and building supports. As you will see, you do not get a lot of extra wood, so boy did I panic when I realized I used the building support diagram to cut the first porch support. I ended up having enough for the 4 supports to cut correctly. You'd think I'd learned my lesson, but no, not me. I was about to take my blade to the building support when I just caught that I had switched to the porch support diagram. Just had barely enough wood for the 6 supports, so thankful I caught it. Taking a time out here to recognize my first patron, Matt. Thank you so much for donating to my channel. Your contribution will help get the equipment needed to bring top-notch videos your way. You could be the next one to name an industry on the HO scale switching layout. If you're interested in naming an industry on the HO scale switching layout or helping me make the videos you want make them better, click the link in the description and think of donating whatever you can. All of the wood pieces got a gray primer coat with my airbrush, coating all sides to reduce warping. I then decided to brush paint the structure with the off-white. Originally I planned to airbrush the model, so looking for the off-white, I found Game Effects Rotten White from Vallejo. It went on fine with a brush. I only did 1 coat, so we'll see how it looks with weathering. Most of the model builders and pictures I saw online seem to have a red or green trim on the general stores, which was kind of dark. I wanted to do something other than white, but I wanted to make sure it was a bit more of a happy color. Also, this does not have a stone base or lattice work base, so I decided I would add the trim at the bottom of the walls to match the windows and doors. This is where the Blue Bayou comes in. I wanted to try masking and painting with the airbrush, which I was learning about. I learned a lot more as I did this. First of all, I should have taped off the area to paint, then added additional tape with the mask on top. This way I could have made sure the tape was more square. Then I counted 4 boards on the back of the building, which was my test piece because it was going to be covered by the shed anyway. I then measured with that against the vertical sides so that I could paint the bottom line of the sides. Finally, I counted 4 boards up instead of measuring on the front facade. The boards on the front had a little extra space between them, causing it to be a bit taller than the 4 on the back, so it doesn't match. Speaking of mistakes with the facade, I made another mistake earlier that caused another panic-inducing moment. I actually broke the facade in 2 places. I was sanding the sides to remove the spurs and the burnt edges so it would absorb the paint better. I thought I ruined the whole model, but after calming down, I got out the wood glue and it should no longer be noticeable. If it is, I'll just add some weathering or details around it to divert the eye. If you see where the breaks happened, comment below, and also give me some suggestions on how I can cover that up better so that people don't see it or it blends better into the scene. After all the painting, I went back to the base and placed the first 2 supports at the back of the store. I used wood glue and placed 1, 2, 3 blocks to help keep the supports square. Doing this on glass was helpful in ensuring that supports went into the base uniformly and left the bottom completely flat. In the upcoming build, we should be able to finish the supports for the store and porch, and we'll likely move on to the roof. Until next time, check out some of the channels that help me improve my modeling and check out the other playlists on my channel.